All right, what's up, guys? Cowboy here with the Break and Bend guitar rig in Germany, festival season. Um, Doing another quick little rig rundown. It's kind of remained unchanged from the last one. Same thing, the heart of the rig is our Synergy stuff. Same modules. The only thing we have changed here is we have gone to the purple SLO2. We love this thing. And one thing we haven't noticed about it is it has kind of the same characteristics and gain, but it's quieter. It is a lower noise module when you go back to the SLO1 from Synergy, and this is the heart of what the new Break and Bend record is. It is this SLO2 module. We actually shot it out in the studio against an actual vintage Soldano 100 and went with the SLO2 into a Sin 20 with the cabs. I mean, it just beat it 1-to-1. So quick little rundown of the signal flow. It looks like a lot, but the rig is all encompassing with the load boxes, and since we don't have cabs, starts with the wireless. We've got the Shure Axient. From the packs, we are using the KLOTZ cabling on all of the guitars. I actually really love that cable. I love those little KLOTZ like Reen style connectors. We've been really happy with it. It's had no faulty cables, and just kudos to them. It's the way to go with your packs. So yeah, just real quick, from the wireless, it comes into the JX44. I have a tuner Sin that stays on all the time to Jasen. In the effects loop of this, I have the H90 right here, and I also have the Freakout, which this is a new addition to the rig, which is a very cool pedal from Digitech, and it just allows it to sustain. It's like a sustainiac in the old Jackson guitars or old Kramers. It just kind of lets it sustain. So if he's hitting a note at the end of a solo, I will kick this in, and it just sings. Like it just sustains, and it really lets us control how long we want something to go before the next patch change. So that is in the effects loop of this, global to the entire rig, main and spare. So it leaves the JX44 into the front of the main fractal for 4-cable effects, right? So leaves the fractal, comes up to the GCX. So the front of that, just in front of the Synergy amps, we have the drive pedal, we have the POG. And it then leaves the GCX, and that's where it's going to hit a splitter, a Lely splitter in the back of the rack, an isolated splitter, and that's where we split the stereo to the Synergy amps. So right here, there's main dirties. We're going to have the SLL2 and the Fryette, the Pitbull. We also on this tour for we used to call it edge of breakup, but now it's just less gain. So we have gain and less gain. We're actually using the Dr. Z and the Dirty Shirley modules, which are awesome. And the phase on them is it's not 180 degrees out. It's just far enough out where it gets really wide. So we really use it a lot in a lot of the choruses where he's playing these melody lines, because it just does this thing and it moves out of the way of the main rhythm in a way that's almost using the phase shift as like a spread, like a stereo spread. So it works really well, but it's technically the two modules are a little out of phase, but in the coolest way. So it leaves the modules, comes back into the fractal where we have effects, so our reverbs, choruses, delays, all of that kind of stuff. Then comes back out of the fractal into the Sin power amp, which we are running in stereo. So each module has its own side, left and right. It's then going to leave that and come up here to our captors. So we don't have cabinets with mics on it. So we have these, so that's a left and right cab, 2 mics or 2 impulse responses on each one. It then leaves that and then comes in here to the UA710D preamp. So that's my dirty left, dirty right. All of the clean tones are being generated inside the Axe effects, the heads, cabs, effects, everything. And that's coming in here, left and right. And then this goes to house. And that's just a really quick way to run down the rig. The spare fractal is a tone match of the main rig, and then that goes straight to house. So the cleans are duplicated, obviously, they're both generated in the fractal. And then I just took the outputs of this preamp from the Synergy rig, and I tone matched them in the backup. So if there's ever any sort of problem or if he goes down, I just do that and he's done. He's switched over and I can figure out the rig, the more analog side of things. So it looks like a crazy rack, but basically what it is it's a head and then a pedal board and then a cabinet with a microphone on it and then a preamp. I mean, it's really just kind of compacting that. So It looks like a big kind of complex rig, but it's really not. It's basically just set up to be basically a two half stacks with a pedal board, but we just travel with it in a rack and can control it with one button. What we're doing over here in Europe is a little bit different on the guitars. We normally have three tunings. We have like a drop A sharp, drop C sharp. Okay. What we're doing over here, this was normally always all Jasen's vault. So I normally have two vaults and a lot more instruments. We consolidated down here. So these three Les Pauls we put in B, which we have no songs in B. But what we're doing is actually shifting it in the fractal with the virtual capo. And what we found is the shifting, the pitch shifting is really good on the guitars if you stay within half a step. So we're in B, and then we shift down to A sharp and up to C. And he's really been happy with it. There's no latency, there's no artifacts, and it allowed us to kind of come over here and really just kind of have three main tunings or three main guitars. But yeah, he's got the Les Paul Custom, which is kind of the workhorse. He's had it in the vault for a handful of years. It's a new Les Paul Custom. This has a Motor City Horse Hog in it, which we really love. It's the Jerry Cantrell pickup. Once again in B, which can be, so these three guitars, any guitar can do any song. There you go. Standard P90s. And then here's the vintage 70s. This one is in C sharp, so this one is not pitch shifted. We really love this thing. But yeah, that's the 2026 version of Jasen Rauch's touring rack. And thanks to Synergy for always taking care of us. We've had lots of modules that we're going to try to implement in the fall when we get back to the States. We've used the Marshall J&P on the new record. We really like it a lot. So during rehearsals for this, we were shooting a bunch of different things out. The next stage for us for this version of the rig will be new modules. I can promise you, you're probably going to see a gold Marshall module in this rig in the fall. So yeah, that's it. Kind of the same, but a little bit different from a couple years ago when last time we did this. But it's been really great. We're really happy with it. Front of house is really happy with it. And yeah, SLL2 and the Fry It Pitbull modules. I mean, that's it. That's the sound.